playing against the GM, 25, I think 40. Doing some preparation, reviewing some lines. I'm not going to reveal what I am playing, but it's DGT, so you probably will find out anyway. But yeah, I will see you guys whenever the recap comes out for the game. Probably tonight. I probably will record after the game, but yeah. Here we go. Playing a GM like 20 minutes. This is the experiences that we play for. So yeah, I will see y'all when I'm back from round number 1 for the recap video. So yeah, I did lose. It was a brutal game. I mean, I don't know how many hours, 4+ hours game. I definitely was holding at some point, but yeah, definitely. I just kind of threw it a little bit, and then I just hung this tactic. I mean, it's already bad, but yeah, I shouldn't have gone for it. It's already, yeah, it's a draw. And I managed to like figure out some very tough position in no time, which I was quite proud of this moment. But yeah, it just didn't work out this time. But you know, that's how it goes. So I'll see you guys for the chess part of the recap. I'll show you all the game. Welcome to the chess portion of today's video. After the vlogging kind of portions, the game still showing is going. I'm not really too sure why, but I guess there's a delay on the DGT. But we can jump right into the game here before I grab some food and go to bed. So d4, knight f6, d4, e6, knight t3, bishop b4. I played the Nimzo. This is all prep that I had. Like, he could have played a lot of different lines, and I decided to just pick one. And I go for this b6 line, and I saw he had a game of rook d1. And I was like, okay, I checked this line a bit, this line that I thought was quite good, which is h6. And the point, I mean, he played rook d3, which I didn't, like, know. I mean, I assumed it was a fine move, but it's actually, like, a mistake. A slight mistake. Because I figured out knight c6 and knight to e7. I spent a long time here figuring out whether knight d4 worked, and my conclusion was that it did not work, because after queen e3, bishop c5, there's queen h3, which is absolutely not the right reason. It's actually b4, which I thought actually didn't work during the game, because I thought I had knight c2. But turns out he has, okay, no, queen e2 is a repetition, but b takes, knight e3, and rook d8, and then he has 2 pieces for the rook, and this is just better for white. So I went knight e7, which is the best move, and I'm playing the best moves out of prep right now. And then he plays a3. I'm like, okay. Bishop d6 is top engine, and I thought about this, but I was like, I mean, the bishop's kind of clumsy, kind of blocks my queen. I'm not sure. So I decided to just take and then play rook c8. I'm like, okay, we'll play this position. And here he plays bishop d2. And here I took on c4, which I thought was the best move. I was calculating a lot of different things here. If I didn't play that, I was going to play knight f5, which is also a good move. And rook h3, it's a bit of a mess. But I took c4. And then play bishop a6, and now he has to play knight e5 because he can't really move the rook. If he moves the rook, my plan here would have been like queen c7. And if he played rook f3, my plan is actually, yes, to play knight f5. Knight f5 here, and because if I go queen c7, there might actually be rook f6. This is not so good. But I was happy I calculated that one. And so we get to this position. Queen d5 is an awful miscalculation. I basically just thought in this endgame, I just missed bishop b4 from a distance, which is a bad miscalculation, I will admit. I just thought, oh, this is fine. And I even knew queen b7. I realized it after, and I still went queen e4. But queen b7 is just better. I mean, it's equal, but it's like I feel like I have a bit more play. But queen e4, okay. Takes, bishop to b4, rook e8, f3, knight f6, g4. I thought g4 was a great move. Turns out it's not. But yeah, you basically just want to stop knight f5, so you play g4 to stop knight f5. But okay, I went knight g6, and then we'll play this endgame, which is actually very bad for me. Like, I mean, I assumed it was fine for me, but yeah, it's just a bit worse for white. So I played king f7, a4, and then I played e5. I mean, I have to play e5. Like, my position is getting suffocated if I don't. So e5, takes, rook d1, rook e6, h4, and I had a lot of thoughts here around this position. I was like, okay, how is he going to get in? And I have like 10 minutes maybe on the clock. So I'm like, rook d7, king e3. Yeah, here I thought about g5. But I'm like, why am I doing this to my pawns? Why am I putting my pawns on like all dark squares when he has a dark square bishop? Like, I thought this didn't make any sense. But I guess it's possible. So I played king e6, bishop f8, rook c7. Bishop to b4, rook d7 back. And then, yeah, we did a bit of shuffling until he finally decided to make the move king d2. And now apparently here I can go rook f7. I'm not playing rook f7 because a move before it was made. But now I guess I'm like running a... Yeah, I mean, I guess the bishop's stuck, but yeah, I mean, rook f7 is a crazy move. But I went knight d7 because I see, oh, bishop g7. I have knight c5 and I'm winning. Or not winning, but I'm definitely not worse. Because I'm winning the exchange for 2 pawns. And then he plays rook e4 and I realized, oh, I just blundered the game away. And how I blundered the game away is, and I have like 2 minutes on the clock here, is my plan is to go king f7, right? King f7 and yeah. Bishop d6 and I can resign. How quickly can you just go from defending to just lost? Because now I'm getting tied. Like, I saw this position, I'm like, oh, I mean, like, I can try to go knight c5 at some point, but no, I can't. Because the moment I try to go knight c5, g5 and I can resign. Because my whole plan is relying on me taking this rook. Now I can't do that anymore. So with like 10 seconds on the clock or something, I played knight e5. Thinking, okay, well, it's my only move. I know I'm walking into all these dumb pins, but it's actually okay for me. And I didn't realize this only until after the fact that I realized, like, I'm actually fine. So he takes f4, and I thought everything was lost here. I played rook d7. I thought everything was lost here, but I played rook d7. I was just like, oh, well, my plan at first was king d6, but this is just terrible. But I played this, and the point is now king e2 is not possible because I have king f6, and I saw this. And if he takes, I have rook d4, and I'm winning the pawn back. So I'm like, okay, I'm fighting. King c3, rook d3, king d4, and I'm like, yo, no way, this dude is walking this, because it's almost mate, right? But my knight is still stuck, and I can't really do anything. So I go king d6. Okay, now the game's ended on the board. I mean, yeah, f takes, just so you're understanding, f takes king e6 is never a threat because now he has to defend this, like, babysit this pawn, and my rook can just do whatever. And then I'm like, oh, I just had a great calculation. I'm playing rook d4. And the reason I'm playing rook d4 is it looks like rook d5 check is just lights out. I spent like a good deal of time. It looks like rook d5 is just lights out. But I can take and play a6, and I actually calculated this is actually a draw. This is a draw. Because I'm down a pawn in a king opponent game, but king c4 I always have b5, and I'm going to get to the pawns first. And if he tries to play f5, g5, my pawns are always too fast. So just to illustrate, f5, g5, h5, I can't stop, but I can push g4. And there's another version, whereas he plays king c4, b5, takes king d4, b4, and does the exact same thing. Now, I have to play b3. I mean, or g4, the order doesn't really matter, but at some point I have to play b3. To lure, well, he's going to go here, and then g4. And then I'm like, okay, this is a draw, because we're both going to promote, and he can't mate me with the pawn. Because his king is not defending the pawn anymore, which is the whole reason I played b3. But he played g5, which is actually, to his credit, g5 is a very good move. So I took rook d5, and I realized it here, like what he was actually going for. h5. And it's lost. And it's lost for a reason that I didn't realize just yet. King e7 is apparently the only way to draw, because after this I can take and I can play g4 and king f8 and I'm getting back, which I should have seen. I should have seen this. I have 8 minutes. I should have seen this, but there's one thing that I did miss. King e6, h5. If you've spotted it already, let me know in the comments. hg, king f6, right? I'm defending the pawns. I'm holding this. Okay, he's gonna go g7, takes rook g5. It's a bit of a hassle, but I'm gonna get back and I might hold h and f, but I don't know how to do that, or a and c. No, rook g5 is such a cool shower, and yeah, I'm just lost. I think I defended very well up to this point, but rook g5 is rough. And yeah, the rest of the game I don't really have much chance. I mean, yeah, he finds another great idea here, which is to play a5, king c6, a6, which is actually the only way to win. Because if he goes here, I have rook a1. And if he plays king a6, I thought I played rook c1 first, and then rook a1. Is this wrong? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I messed up my tempo somewhere, but yeah, something like this that I'm holding. But yeah, a5 and king c6. And yeah, I saw one more trick, which I mean, of course, he won't fall for. Is in this position. Okay, if he goes rook a1. And I go b3, and he promotes. Now I'm no longer losing, right? because I can take, and then b2, and I'm actually winning. But there's no way he's gonna fall for that. King b7 is a bit annoying, and then yeah, just b1. I mean, there were other ways to win, but I resigned. So a brutal game, but I was black against like a 25-40 GM. I mean, I was holding. If I found like 2 more accurate moves, I would have. Like King e7 is, I feel like, is findable in hindsight, but I mean, from thinking I was lost here to finding this like miracle 95 and like being kind of back in the game, I thought it was a pretty well played game, even though I lost. If I had one like bigger regret in the entire game, it's Queen d5. I mean, Queen d5 is just an awful move. It's an atrocious move. Like Knight f5 something. I should have just gone Knight f5 and been like, okay, well that's a position. Like I'm gonna get my knight here, but I played this garbage move in how long? 1 minute, which is something I'm obviously gonna have to work on. But yeah, I don't know. You're like the camera's like under the wood. There's like a wood like thing above, so I found like moving the laptop, so you can only like my face is like cut off. But anyway, that's round 1. I'll see you guys for round 2 tomorrow. Playing down, but I have white, so see what happens. Take care, everybody.